Good evening and welcome to the OSI video stream. Tony Giordana broadcasting live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School. The Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes are hosting the Menasha Blue Jays in what is now a conference game. These two teams are now Bay Conference rivals as Fox Valley Lutheran made the switch from the Northeastern Conference to the Bay Conference for the 2025-2026 basketball season. We're going to hear from both head coaches on that conference change and look forward to some of the X's and O's of tonight's broadcast here on Alumni Night at Fox Valley Lutheran High School.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're Best of the Valley.
Everything seems to cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that will get you a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, will save you money. So, what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. Contact them today. We always do. Welcome back to the OSI video stream. We're talking with Paul Maddock, the head coach of the Menasha Blue Jays. And coach, as we open up the interview, I want to talk about your team this season. It's a big graduating class that left the program last year. You only have one senior on the team this year. Talk about some of the seniors that you lost and who the identity of this team is after that big graduating class.
Well, when you graduate 5 seniors that played significant minutes, obviously you have a large change. And we had some pretty dynamic players, especially on the defensive side. And I think that's one of the things that we're a little bit short on right now is our defensive intensity has dropped certainly since last year. Offensively, we're putting up maybe even more numbers than last year, but right now we're running just a little bit low on our stops, and we'd like to hopefully get that corrected tonight.
Let's talk about individual players. Who are you specifically looking to step up and maybe take a leadership role that maybe didn't anticipate it, or someone who you are planning to surprise you? Just talk about an individual player who you're looking for as an integral part of your team this year.
Well, I think it started out with our senior leadership in Mason. Mason has really worked on his game and really tried to become a really good leader for us and has stepped up to that. Tayden Wilkie is certainly one of our best players offensively. He's our leading scorer. He handles the ball. He does everything for us. The guy that I'm looking to step up a little bit more would be Shamir. He's a little light on shot attempts this year and just playing a little bit in his shell, so I'm hoping he'll break out of that and really step up here shortly.
Let's talk about your competition tonight. There's about a 2 or 3 part answer, so we'll just go one by one if that's okay.
Sure.
So first off, you have a lot of history with Fox Valley Lutheran High School specifically. You went here and you coached here, ran a youth program for a number of years. What does it mean to you to come back here and get to coach at FVL but on the opponent sideline?
Well, I've never sat on that sideline in all my years in this area. I'm excited for it. For me, it's another game. It's another challenge. Being alumni night, of course, I'm going to have some fans here or some enemies. I'm not sure what they'll be this year for me. But it's an exciting day for me. But at the end of the day, it's about my kids and really getting them to focus on the task at hand and us getting better tonight.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of Fox Valley Lutheran. First off, this is a team that changed conference to come play in the Bay Conference from the Northeastern Conference. So how do you plan and game plan, I suppose, for a team that maybe you don't see every year and a team that obviously Menasha and FVL have not played since 2019. So how do you plan for a team that you usually don't see now in its conference game this year?
Well, I think fortunately for us, we're all 7 or 8, 9 games into the season, so there's enough film out there to have an opportunity to get a little bit ahead there. But they run a lot of similar things as we do, so the game plan doesn't change dramatically for us. We tend to focus mostly on what we need to do to win a game. But they do some nice things. They are going to be a tough challenge for us tonight.
And then let's talk about your final question. Some keys to the game for you. Obviously, you touched on defense a bit earlier. You mentioned some keys to get the offense going, but if you're coming into this game, what are 1 or 2 keys to the game you're giving to your team?
Our keys will be to control the boards, keep our man in front of us, and push the pace. I think if we push the pace, get the score up where we like to go, I think we've got a good opportunity to come out of here with a win.
That's Paul Maddock with the Menasha Blue Jays. Appreciate his time, and we'll bring it right back on the OSI video stream.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
Winter sports season is always exciting at Fox Valley Lutheran High School of Appleton. We're proud to support our Foxes. FVL offers a tradition of excellence, caring teachers, timeless truth, and a state-of-the-art facility make FVL an outstanding choice for those important high school years. To find out more about Fox Valley Lutheran High School, call 739-4441 or look them up on the web at fvlhs.org. Welcome back to the OSI video stream. We're joined by Tommy Stelter, head coach of the Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes. And, Coach, as we open up the interview, we want to talk about this game now being a conference game. So before we get to your opponent and what it means for conference play, just as a head coach, how do you prepare differently for jumping conferences? A second-year head coach in Tommy Stelter and the second different conference in each year. So how do you plan for this transition to the Bay Conference?
Yeah, it's been a unique challenge. I mean, a lot of these teams we've played in non-conferences in the years past as my time as an assistant here. So there's some familiarity. You see these guys over Summer League as well for years. So a lot of the Bay Conference, a little more local, common opponents in that sense. So it's been a pretty smooth transition in that regard.
How do you plan to play teams that you typically don't see often, but now it's a conference game and it means a little bit more? The first time that FVL and Menasha have played since 2019. So how do you plan for teams maybe more on an X's and O's basis now that this is a conference game?
Yeah, I think anytime it's a conference game, there's just more video out there on that team. You pay more attention to them throughout the season in terms of what they're doing. Of course, this is the first time through with our conference slate, but as it rolls along, you'll be able to get more of just a familiarity with them as you get into it. So
let's talk about FVL this season. And we're through 8 games of the season. We're now through the New Year's holiday, and we're into January. What's the identity of this team, and how has it developed through the first 8 games of the season?
Yeah, we want to hang our hats on defense. I think that's where we're starting every practice, is with our defensive game plan, defensive identity, defensive actions, whatever it is. And I think for the most part that's shown as we've gone through the season. We're holding opponents down to the 50s, which is a good thing for us right now. We want that to be really our identity as we go through, because we know offense doesn't travel the best some nights, as we found out on Tuesday at the Crest Center. But defense is something that you can rely on in and out every single night, and so that's where we want to build our identity on.
Yeah, let's talk about that game that you just mentioned on Tuesday. A tight loss against Little Chute in a tournament for Shawano basketball that they hosted, Shawano Hoops Classic. Talk to us about what you saw in that game from your team specifically, and how you can get better from a tight loss like that against another crosstown team.
So it's kind of fun. I mean, Little Chute has been a conference opponent for many years, so there was that familiarity with them. They throw on a unique style of defense that isn't conducive sometimes for the larger atmosphere of the Crest Center. Over Christmas break, it's kind of a weird vibe with guys, too, when they're dealing with illnesses, and maybe you're not in your regular practice routine. That being said, it was a good venue, tight game. There's a lot that our guys can take away just in terms of their experience from that. So you never want to say a loss is a good loss, but in that case, there's a lot that we can take away from the film as we get into this next third of the season.
Yeah, you did. I had to catch myself there. I almost called that a conference game, a conference opponent, but you're right, it's not. Now, and again, that this is the Bay Conference. But again, let's talk about your team and going against Menasha now, again, a conference rival, and kind of what are your keys to the game that you're telling your squad before they come out onto the floor tonight, and what's the key to victory?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, we want to hang our hat on defense. I think tonight transition defense is the key. This is a team that's fast. They like to get up and down. They can shoot it. For us, it's all about building that transition defense and then locking down in the half court. And it is, it's a new conference opponent. It's our first time seeing them this year. It's alumni night for us. Their coach is a former FVL alum, so that's kind of fun for us as well. So really excited to kind of get into this next slate, and I'm hoping tonight that we can take care of the basketball, get back on defense, and get guys rolling a little bit more on the offensive end than we did on Tuesday.
That's Tommy Stelter, head coach of the Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes. We appreciate his time, and we'll bring it right back on the OSI video stream.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Myron Construction has the unique opportunity to build the landscape of our communities. We play a role in shaping the region as well as communities across the country. Our work supports a range of organizations and industries, ones that ensure health and well-being, secure resources for struggling populations, teach our children, enrich local economies, provide spaces for recreation and entertainment, and strengthen our neighborhoods. We create thriving, welcoming places for people to work, play, and engage. Together, we're building excellence.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream. Tony Giordano, Zach Morris, live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School ahead of this now Bay Conference matchup between the Menasha Blue Jays and the Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes. We thank you for joining us tonight, and we have a good game in front of us, Zach. And before we meet these two teams, it's a cold night, it's a frigid night, and it's our first broadcast of 2026.
Yeah, the new year has begun for the year of 2026, and this is a great matchup because you mentioned in the interviews, this is not your average conference matchup where normally these conferences have been set up for the last 5, even the last time conferences realigned, you're used to your division rivals. But now you're in a situation where this is the first matchup for the new rivals, especially for Menasha. You look at it, when they were in the FVA for so long, you had so many area rivals like Neenah, the Appletons, Kaukauna, Kimberly. When they moved to the Bay Conference, all they had was Xavier. That was their closest rival. Now with Fox Valley Lutheran involved, now you get two rivals within the Fox Valley.
That's a great point, and this is one matchup, as you mentioned, that we will get, and then we're going to have it for you tonight here again on the OSI video stream. So let's meet these two teams. First, for the Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes, they're 5-3 overall, a perfect 3-0 in conference play. They're tied at first place in the Bay Conference with Seymour so far. They're coming into this game after a 69-62 loss to Little Chute in the Shawano Hoops Holiday Classic just this past Tuesday. One of the games to talk about, though, when you talk about Fox Valley Lutheran, they had a 60-56 loss, a very close loss at Freedom to start the season, and in that game they led 36-28 at halftime. Now, why is that significant? Freedom went all the way to the state championship game last basketball season. They lost to the Milwaukee Academy of Science, did Freedom, but that is still a very good team, and Donovan Davis did what Donovan Davis does, 25 points, 15 rebounds for Freedom. And in that game, Caleb Dahlke had 15 points, 8 rebounds, and Gabe Hyges had 10 points also for Fox Valley Lutheran. So this is a team that has some battle-tested names to them, and they're bringing back good talent, a team with 7 seniors on their roster, and two of the ones I just mentioned, Gabe Hyges and Caleb Dahlke, two players to really watch out for. Caleb Dahlke leads the team with 17.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game as well. Gabe Hyges right behind him with 15 points per game and 3.5 rebounds per game. Hyges shoots 41% from the floor and 30% from long range. For the Menasha Blue Jays, they're 2-6, 2-2 in Bay Conference action. They're coming in after an 86-52 one-sided loss to Beaver Dam. That game was in a tournament of itself at Fiserv Forum not too long ago. So this Menasha team is also looking to get back to winning ways. They're sitting at 5th place in the Bay Conference. And this is a team that had a big graduating class at the end of last year. They graduated players like C.K. White, J.C. Mukome, Josiah Hibbler, Parker Wynant, and Trey Lockridge as well. So a team that really had to replace a lot of talent that they put onto the floor. And when you do that, there's a lot of learning curves that come with a very youthful team. And one of them is, hey, don't forget to play defense rather than offense. In a game this year against St. Mary Catholic, the second game of the season, the score of this game, Zach, 105-101. in which SMC got the victory over Menasha. In that game, Trey Lukasavage had 24 points, and Wilkie had 21 points. Miller had 18 points. So a team also looking to get back to winning ways.
And think about how shocking that is, where you have both teams getting over 100. It's hard enough to see one team get 100 in a high school game, much less both schools.
We heard from both of the head coaches in this matchup, Tommy Stelter and Paul Maddock. Paul Maddock with Menasha, Stelter with Fox Valley Lutheran. Both of those head coaches in their second season at the helm of their respective programs. And we'll get into the story here throughout the broadcast behind Paul Maddock, the head coach for the Menasha Blue Jays, but his ties to Fox Valley Lutheran. We got that. We got the coverage of this game and so much more. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the OSI video stream between the Menasha Blue Jays and Fox Valley Lutheran. We will have the Hoffman Planning, Design, and Construction opening tip for you when we come back.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream. Just concluded the national anthem before our Hoffman Planning, Design, and Construction opening tip-off of this game. First broadcast, first game of 2026. And we will have it for you in just a couple of moments. We appreciate you joining us. We can go over the starters for tonight's game. First for the visiting Menasha Blue Jays. They will start a senior in Shamir Senyanje, wearing number 0. They're starting a freshman in Xavier John, wearing number 10. A junior in Jeremiah Cantu, number 14. Number 22 is Tayden Wilkie. He's a junior. And rounding out the lineup is a senior, number 23, Mason Lukasavage. So you will see these players out on the court in just a moment. For Fox Valley Lutheran, they're starting Gabe Hygis. Hygis, a senior. Cale Lohberger, who is a sophomore, out on the floor. Riley Lindell, he's a senior, wearing number 20. Braden Hygis, brother of Gabe. Braden's wearing number 23 and is a junior. And rounding out their lineup, wearing number 35 is Caleb Dulkey, the senior. Those are your starting lineups of our OSI video stream. Tonight's officials, Kevin Breckel, Jason Nate, and Michael Graber. They'll be down on the floor, wearing the pinstripes to the lower left of your screen. There's one. Was talking with Kevin Breckel in the pregame. I asked him, said, do we get a good trio of officials tonight? He said, well, of course. Of course. Very confident, but good guys, all three of them. They're excited for this matchup, as are we, and hopefully you are, wherever you are joining us. It is alumni night here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. So they're honoring some former players of this program. And players are getting set to take the floor for the Hoffman Planning, Design, and Construction opening tip-off. Hoffman Planning, Design, and Construction Incorporated, for decades a trusted partner for school districts, creating safe, inspiring spaces that stand the test of time, and serving you as your ally, your agent, and your advocate. The Hoffman Planning, Design, and Construction opening tip was won by Fox Valley Lutheran. Here's a three from Gabe Hygis that rims out. And the rebound will eventually be grabbed by Braden Hygis, his brother. Hygis threw the ball out of bounds, but traveled before so. Therefore, Menasha will get the basketball. Menasha is wearing black, as you can see. Black jerseys, black shorts with white letters and numbers. Blue piping around the neckline and the shoulders of the jersey. If you're wondering what it says across the chest of their jersey, it just says Jays, as in Blue Jays. The Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes are wearing all white. White jerseys, white shorts, with a solid black stripe down each side. It is the maroon-red letters and numbers saying Foxes across the chest. And now Menasha. Here's a three. That's Taden Wilkie, no good. Rebound will eventually be grabbed by Cale Lohberger. And now this one will go out of bounds, go in the other direction. Tony Giordano, Zach Morris with you live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Clock at 17 minutes even in this first half, still scoreless.
Couple of missed early baskets, but it's more just trying to get in the flow for both teams early on.
Here's a shot from Levi Miller that was no good. And Riley Lindell will grab the basketball, go the other direction. The story of the season so far for Menasha, who is playing defense, is to play better defense. And we mentioned that in the pregame show. It's a young team, and there's some good defense there, poking that one away. FVL will eventually come away with the basketball, and Hygis will put that one through with a lay-in. That's Braden Hygis putting Fox Valley Lutheran on the board.
Yeah, it's a great basket there by the Foxes, but just as you mentioned, you just got to be able to play better defense. Easier said than done, as the Blue Jays are learning.
Now here's a three in response, and that one will splash through. Mason Lucas Savage, the senior. Splashing that one down. Lucas Savage averages about 31.5% from three. And here's a three in response, and that one will fall. Gabe Hygis answers with one of his own. The 2024 honorable mention, putting the Foxes back on top 5-3. Empty possession there for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, when your defense is rough, you got to make sure you get those open baskets.
Here's some defense there from Menasha. That one stolen away by Xavier John, taking it the other direction, dishing to Taden Wilkie, and Wilkie will put that one through, tying the game at 5.
And that's where Menasha can increase their game. Again, defense is what can help your offense get those early fast break points.
Closing in on 15 minutes to go, and a three. Caleb Dahlke getting in on the long range action. That one from just about straight away, making it 8-5. And now a three to try and answer that one, no good, out of the hands of Mason Lucas Savage.
Yeah, for the Foxes, that was a great screen to get him wide open top of the key.
This one stolen away and laying it, almost in, didn't want to go, from Braden Hygis, and now Menasha will get the basketball going the other direction. Three no good from Levi Miller. And now the Foxes, a team known for a bit of offense themselves, 68 points per game. Giving up only about 55.5. Here's a three. That one won't go, but a foul.
First foul of the game.
Fox is adding to their lead. making it 12-5 after a couple of substitutions. That one was put through by Gabe Heiches. He has 7 points so far.
For the Foxes, just got to maintain a decent lead. You know this team can score for Menasha.
A running lay-in is good from Heiges, and a timeout from Maddock. Heiges adds to the lead, making it 14-5. Did they call that good? I don't know if they did. Yes, they did. 14-5, the Foxes lead with 13:34 left to go on the OSI video stream. At Goss Auto Body, they work towards making your life easy and stress-free. All your collision, body work, and towing needs. Free walk-in estimates. Goss works with all insurance companies. They have a fleet of rental vehicles and ASE-certified technicians. They service all makes and models. Guaranteed expert color matching. Written limited lifetime warranty. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Online at GossAutoBody.com. 14-5, the score. Gabe Heiges leads the way with 9 points. For Fox Valley Lutheran, Caleb Dalkey behind him with 3. Braden Heiges has 2. Menasha just the 5 points. 3 of them are not on the floor right now. Mason Lucas Savage out of the game. But put a 3 on the board. That one from Levi Miller.
Coming off the bench, getting the big shot there, and that's what the Blue Jays needed.
Can FVL answer? Riley Lindell dishes out for 3 from Wyatt Schlueter. That one's no good. 14-8 as Menasha comes up the floor. Trying to dance inside is Wilkie. Wilkie gets that one ripped away. Jump ball. Nice job by Eli Erickson, the senior guard, to reach in there, grab that basketball. And now Mason Lucas Savage will come back into the game for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Wilkie, he went against 3 Foxes and just wasn't going to come out in that situation.
Inbound from the baseline for Menasha will go into Jeremiah Cantu, the junior. He dishes back to Wilkie for 3, no good. And jumping way up in the air to get that one is Dalkey, but he has it ripped away. Another 3 from Wilkie. That one splashes right in. 14-11, a wisely used timeout from Paul Maddock, recalibrating his team's approach and adjusting as they were at one point down 14-5. It's now 14-11, but a 3 is good from the corner out of the hands of Gabe Heiges, and Heiges has a hot hand tonight, 12 points already.
Yeah, the Foxes are running their offense very cleanly tonight because they're getting wide open after a few screens and cuts.
12-10 on the clock. The 2-6 Menasha Blue Jays sitting at 2-2 in conference play, trying to add 1 to their win total here. And we have a whistle. They're going to call that a travel. There was a lot of contact there. Thought maybe there was either an offensive foul on Lucas Savage or a defensive foul on Heiges. But instead, they just said, no foul, just traveled.
Was a great spin move if it was on grass, but we're going to call for a travel here. No call.
Under 12 to go in this first half. 17-11 our score. FVL trying to add to their lead here on Alumni Night. This first game, first broadcast of 2026. Nice pass inside for Schlueter, and he puts that one through. Pass to the corner is no good, intended for Lucas Savage. And it will be FVL basketball. FVL setting up a nice offensive possession here. Trying to find that open shot, and a pass inside for Lindell is going to be knocked out of bounds. We'll see Xavier John come back into the basketball game. Good crowd here on hand tonight for a January 2nd basketball game. Usually, these schools are on break right now, so you won't see a big student section usually, but this is a very well-attended basketball game so far tonight. Down low for the Foxes is Tolke as he dettons that one off the back of the rim and puts it through, 21-11. Now Cantu trying to get inside, loses the basketball, picked up by Hygis. Hygis trying to pass it, ball's on the ground, and a whistle. They're going to call that as FVL possession and a timeout by Tommy Stelter. You want to talk about wisely used timeouts? That was one there for FVL. They lead 21-11 with 10:37 left to go in this first half. You're listening and watching the OSI video stream. Everything seems to cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that you will get a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, will save you money. So what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. Contact them today, as we always do. Back to the action. FVL will have the basketball after the wisely used timeout by Tommy Stelter on what was almost a loose ball and a pass down low to Gabe Hygis. Hygis will lay one in from the right side, 23-11.
Yeah, they keep the possession with the timeout, and then you make the basket. Can't do it much better than that.
So we talk about how Menasha needs to find a bit of defense here, and now they have to find some offense. There is a turnover. Nice job by Ezra Shazer, who stuck an arm right into that pass and knocked it into the back court. It will be Menasha basketball, but Menasha hasn't looked very fluent on offense so far. They haven't been able to get much going. They haven't been able to find consistent open shots. When they've had them, they've been able to make them. Remember, we had that three from Lucas Savage. We had a nice shot from Wilkie as well that went in.
Well, that's the thing. This team is they'll allow wide open threes, but they're doing such a great job closing in on baskets. And because of that, that's where Menasha's struggling to get these passes right there. Threw it out of bounds because they weren't sure when the defender was going to close in.
Three no good from Eli Erickson. That one will nearly go out of bounds. Nice save from Caleb Delkey. Now Dalkey for three. Yes. 26-11. Menasha loses this. Turn it over. Grabbed on the ground. It'll be a jump ball call. Ezra Shazer was able to jump on that basketball inside the paint. And it will be FVL ball. Paul Maddock may have to think about another timeout here to try to recalibrate his team. It worked the first time he did it, but at some point, you can't keep playing that card where, okay, we're going to use a timeout to try to take a breather.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are laying a lot of eggs right now, a lot of zeros on these offensive possessions, and the ball's on the floor quite often.
Gabe Hygis with a floating right hand will fall in after crashing off the backboard. And I believe we just had a foul on, was that Hygis they called that on? No, they put it on Schluter.
That's a tough foul knowing you're so far away from the hoop.
This one's stolen away again. Gabe Hygis steals and lays it in with the left hand. He has 18 points, making it 30-11. And another steal. Wyatt Schluter laying it in. Again, a reverse lay-in. And it's 32-11, another timeout from Paul Maddock as the Foxes up by 21 with 8:40 to go in the first half. We'll take the timeout with them. You're watching the OSI video stream. Excitement is high this winter at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Fox Valley Lutheran's beautiful North Appleton campus is home to quality Christian education for all students, whether college-bound or interested in trades. Registration is now open for the spring semester. To find out more about Fox Valley Lutheran High School, contact them at 739-4441 or visit them on the web at fvlhs.org. 32-11. The Foxes leading the Blue Jays. And Menasha having to find some offense.
I mean, this defense is not letting up all over the floor for FVL.
It is a very suffocating defense that you're seeing from FVL. Although a wide open lay-in opportunity for Xavier John was no good, Menasha does keep the basketball. Tommy Stelter did his homework against Menasha. You know Menasha as this high-powered, fast-paced, flying-type offense, and FVL has been able to shut down not just their offensive scoring, but even any opportunities to have the basketball so far. That one knocked away. It did go off of Gabe Hygis, who has 18. Yeah, I mean, you're playing great defense on one side for the Foxes, but you have an 18-point performance halfway through the first half by Gabe Hygis. Deep three. That one hits the front of the rim. Too short, no good.
Yeah, when you have Hygis scoring 18, you're going to Menasha. You need someone to match that. Right now, there's just no one that can do that.
And Hygis, the hot man tonight with the basketball. Right hand dribble to the right side of the floor. Will dish to Schluter. Schluter will find Shazer. Handoff pass back to Schluter. Schluter now gets it to Burleton, to Hygis, and down low for Shazer. Hygis from the left wing gets inside the paint. Dishes out. Burleton for three. Back rim, no good. Menasha working up the floor now. Has to make something happen. From the right wing, Senyanje will lose the basketball. Gabe Hygis breakaway. Senyanje chasing him down and blocks it. Great job from Senyanje to not give up with that one. FVL does get the basketball back, however, but now a steal on defense. Xavier John comes away with it and loses the basketball on his end. It'll get picked up by Burleton. And Paul Maddock on the sideline right now has to be going, what is going on with my team? Not
both
playing
teams,
team offense.
Both teams are just running so fast right now. You're starting to see the turnovers pile up on both sides.
And that's the thing. Maybe it's a bit too fast for Menasha. Well, there's a turnover. Pass up the floor. This is Lucas Savage, and he puts that one in.
If I'm FVL, you got to start slowing this pace down because this is what Menasha wants. They want to go up and down, create all these possessions. And another turnover there because you're trying to work a little bit too quickly on offense.
13 points for Menasha. 5 from Taden Wilkie. 5 from Mason Lukasavage. 3 from Levi Miller. 32 points for FVL. 18 of them coming from Gabe Hygis. 2 from Schluter. 2 from Hygis. 8 from Caleb Dulke. And now another steal. Hygis again a breakaway. Lays that one high off the glass. Too high. But there to grab it is Cale Lohberger, and he will lay it in. His first points of the game. Making it 34-13. 5:30 on the clock. Another near steal. And it's just what it is right now is Menasha is not playing with a lot of chemistry, a lot of communication. These passes are going awry. These passes are getting stolen. And yes, part of it, give credit where it's due to Fox Valley Lutheran. They are sniffing this out. They have played they've done their homework to where, they can intercept the pass. They kind of know what's coming. But Menasha right now is just making not good decisions with the basketball. Passing into traffic, trying to make something happen into traffic, and Senyanje is able to get on the board for the first time tonight.
Well, passing around the arc right now, I mean, they know where the pass is going to go. It's going to keep going to the left, and they're going to keep jumping that pass till they start changing it up.
Here's a 3 attempt from the right corner, and it's good. Elliot Olson, his first points of the game. Menasha trying to answer. And a pass down low. Ooh, I almost thought that one went out of bounds, but they're going to say it was off of Fox Valley Lutheran, keeping the basketball with the Blue Jays on that side. But, again, that was another example. A pass, he's just trying to shovel it further down low towards the paint, and no one's there. Menasha's just not playing with a lot of chemistry right now.
Well, and it doesn't help when you got this defense that knows how to guess these passes.
That's a great point, as Olsen will pick up a foul.
When you're going against an aggressive defense, it makes your decisions questionable. You don't know. You're just trying to find the first person you see open, not paying attention to someone that's nearby that can run and take that pass away.
Senyanje gets the inbound on the right wing. Bounce pass down low. Menasha. Jeremiah Cantu going up with it, no good. FVL comes away with it. Lohberger trying to work off of Cantu. To the corner on the right side, handoff pass. This is Shazer. Pass to the corner on the left side. Down low, finishing this offensive possession is Braden Hygis.
Using his height to get the pass and then using it again to shoot it.
39-15 our score. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be FVL basketball. The other thing to note here for Menasha is they're leaving a lot of gaps right now defensively. And again, give credit where it's due. FVL is doing a great job finding these gaps, finding the weak points, finding where there are not defenders, and making something happen. And now you're seeing Menasha's defense getting strong in the backcourt, and FVL had to fall on the basketball and take a timeout. So the score is 39-15 with 4:01 left in this first half, and it has been, for the most part, all FVL, offensively and defensively, getting a lot done. You are watching the OSI video stream live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School to open up 2026.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
FVL will inbound after the timeout. Possession-saving timeout from Tommy Stelter. And a foul in the backcourt from Menasha defensively. That one will be awarded to Taden Wilkie, his second of the game. Here's a three. That one's good. Elliot Olsen, his second three of the game.
Yeah, he was just wide open. Great opportunity.
Here's a deep three from the middle. Senyanje, no good. Wilkie to the corner from Lucas Savage. That one's good for three.
Yeah, Menasha finally need to get something. Just haven't seen a basket in a while.
42-18 our score. This one's gotten one-sided in a hurry for FVL. Missed layup from Kapande is grabbed by Dulke to finish.
Great example why you always run down the floor. You may think it's going to be a make, but it could be a miss.
Wilkie underneath will lay it in. And we're going to have a foul in the backcourt. That one's going to be on who, Kapande or Wilkie? Blessings Kapande.
And that's the place Menasha wants to play. You're going
Shamir Senyanje, sorry.
You're going fast, and you're trying to create turnovers for FVL. When they found Wilkie wide open, they were like, all right, let's get a quick basket, get a quick turnover, and they're still working on that right now in the press.
Man, I mean, look at that ball movement from FVL. I mean, they are just freely throwing the ball up the court, throwing it back to someone who's cutting in and seemingly no one near him. FVL, and again, more separation on the inbound. Gabe Hyges no good for 3, and Menasha will come away with the basketball, but Menasha has to figure out how to close these gaps defensively.
And that comes with experience, too.
That's a great point, Zach. It's a very young Menasha team.
It's easy to focus just on the offensive side when you got inexperience, but it's also just as important on defense. Know when to close in, when to take a risk and jump on a pass. Right now it's just inexperience where we'll play defense when they come to us.
Dalkey gets it down low for Kapande, and Kapande will put it through. Kapande's first points of the game. Here's a deep 3. That one too strong out of the hands of Levi Miller, who does have a 3 on his resume tonight. That one was no good. Bit of a line drive shot out of the hands of Miller. Now on the offensive end, Caleb Dalkey. Mid-range shot off the back iron, no good. Grabbed by Menasha. 46-20. With about 90 seconds to go until halftime. On the OSI video stream powered by The Score. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can also get to the OSI video stream on thescorewi.com, or just for all coverage of high school basketball this season. Thescorewi.com is your home. 3 from the corner from Wilkie. That one in and out, no good. And you can see the shoulders drop for Paul Maddock on the sideline as FVL will go up the floor, and laying that one in is Cale Lohberger. 48-22, a 3 from the corner. That one no good. Final minute. Miller for 3 again. No. At least they're grabbing some offensive rebounds, are the Blue Jays. And that time, Cantu nearly got knocked to the ground based on some contact. It did look like clean contact. Kapande will take it the other direction and lay it in. 50-22.
Yeah, the way he went down, at least he got rid of the ball, but it was taken away.
That 3 will fall through from Jeremiah Cantu, his first 3 of the game. Final 10 seconds. Lohberger underneath. Gets fouled. No shot. No. They're going to say he traveled. 50-25. A 25-point lead for the Foxes with 7.5 seconds until halftime. But a very fast-paced first half, as it usually is with Menasha. But it just has not gone Menasha's way. Yeah, they corrected the score to be 50-23, which I thought it was. And then they had 25. So good job on the officials to catch that one. Menasha trying to get the last points of the half. Levi Miller for a deep 3. No good. Lohberger grabs the basketball. No shot here. 50-23 is your score at the halfway mark. 18 points from Gabe Hyges. 10 points from Caleb Dalkey. 6 points from Elliot Olson. 4 points from Braden Hyges, Cale Lohberger, and Blessings Kapande. 2 points from Wyatt Schluter. On the other end, Menasha, they're 23 points. They have 2 players with 8. Mason Lukasavage and Tayden Wilkie. Jeremiah Cantu and Levi Miller both have 3, and Shamir Senyanje has 2. Tayden Wilkie has 2 fouls. Shamir Senyanje has 1 for Menasha. A foul for Elliot Olson and Wyatt Schluter on FVL's side. And those are the only fouls, and that is your box score after the first half of this game. Winter sports season is always exciting at Fox Valley Lutheran High School of Appleton. We're proud to support our Foxes. FVL offers a tradition of excellence, caring teachers, timeless truth, and a state-of-the-art facility make FVL an outstanding choice for those important high school years. To find out more about Fox Valley Lutheran High School, call 739-4441 or look them up on the web at fvlhs.org. 50-23 is your score at halftime, and there's a bit of a program going on here at halftime for Fox Valley Lutheran. Again, it is alumni night, and the Foxes are showing out right now for their alumni who are coming back to FVL.
Oh, it's a great time on a Friday night right after New Year's. You got people in town. Can't really plan it much better with also alumni being the coach of the opposing team. So you really can't get it much better than that.
That's a great point. And it's a cold night, too. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet, but it is very cold out there. Zach, you and I, as we try to make our way over here, first off, we had to scrape off the windshield for about 10 minutes. And then, obviously, you're trying to start the car beforehand, but that doesn't really do anything. You're still cold on the ride over. My hands were frigid, and I had gloves on. All right?
Maybe we should have turned it on, I don't know, 5 minutes ahead of time, but
yeah, I don't know.
we got 3.
I guess 3 should be enough. But either way, thank goodness we're inside for this broadcast tonight. 50-23 is the FVL lead over Menasha here at halftime on the OSI video stream.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Myron Construction has the unique opportunity to build the landscape of our communities. We play a role in shaping the region as well as communities across the country. Our work supports a range of organizations and industries, ones that ensure health and well-being, secure resources for struggling populations, teach our children, enrich local economies, provide spaces for recreation and entertainment, and strengthen our neighborhoods. We create thriving, welcoming places for people to work, play, and engage. Together, we're building excellence.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Fox is leading Menasha 50-23 here at the halfway mark. Teams are starting to come back out onto the court. Have about 3 minutes until the second half kicks off.
You may have been noticing that fan shooting during halftime, which I thought was quite interesting. Only one fan was out there shooting.
Usually they don't allow that to happen.
I know. So he was just shooting, and then the players come out. Well, let's see if I keep on shooting. Now, I don't know. He could be part of the team, former player. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
What I want to know is why no one brings a basketball up here to see if we can, from.
You know what happened? We're going to hit our scoreboard camera. It goes down into the court, the fans, and that's not going to go well.
That's not necessarily, ideal.
No. Oh, I'm left-handed. I could get the other hoop, but I know I'm going to severely miss it. But as far as this game goes so far, it's a tough stretch for Menasha. You mentioned during the pregame show, inexperience for this team with the graduating class they had last year continues to show when you have inexperience on offense, you have a hard time getting that offensive flow, and then you match it up with a struggling defense, not being able to close out. You spot it multiple times that it's just trying to figure out when to pressure, when to close in on someone, because it's one thing to just pressure a team and play aggressively. You have to know when to pull back like the Foxes have been, and I think that's why this offense has continued to struggle, and that's why Menasha just can't take flight right now.
Yeah, that's great analysis, Zach, and it's something that Menasha, listen, this is not an impossible deficit to work out of. You have to do it little by little and put together solid offensive possessions, strong defense. You don't have to shut out FVL, and really, that's not a good expectation to have by any means. But if you do it little by little and try to work away at the deficit, you can ultimately work yourself back into this game. But with the time that we do have, before we continue with our second half, we'd like to let you know of our next OSI High School video stream game of the week. Coming up in a week, it'll be Kaukauna and Kimberly. Very good game between two FVA opponents. Kaukana's out to a 7-0 start, and they're under new leadership and a new head coach, as is Kimberly. And Kimberly's out to a 4-5 head start. But for Kaukauna, Michael Shallows graduated.
Well, he graduated
retired.
To another part of his life.
That's true. He
retirement.
Retired after 30-plus years at the helm of the Kaukauna program, and so the Ghosts look like they have not missed a beat under new leadership, and they have a lot of talent. And Andrew Jensen and Division I players on that roster as well. But again, we have just a bit of time before the second half, so we'll let you know that everything seems to cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that you will get a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, will save you money. So what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. Contact them today, as we always do. Two teams getting ready to come back out onto the floor.
So if you want to make a comeback from Menasha, as you mentioned, you have to slowly chip away at this. If you can get to the 9-minute mark and you're down by 27, get it to 17. Just prove that you can cut 10 points out of it and then maintain it. It's one thing to actually cut into a lead. We've seen so many teams, they can work so hard to get it down to 15 in this situation, but then allow 8 points right after that moment.
Xavier John to Sinyanje. And now Lucas Savage. Lucas Savage trying to work around to the right side, dishing back to Wilkie. And Wilkie with his pink shoes. They go with his black and blue uniform. Gets it back to John, who has it poked away by Hygis. Hygis goes the other direction, puts it too high off the glass. It's rebounded by Lohberger, who tries to pass to the corner. And it goes out of bounds.
And that's the key for the Foxes. You need to keep playing aggressively, like they did in that first half, continuing to pressure the Blue Jays, getting turnovers, and just having multiple opportunities at the hoop.
Inbound will go to Hygis. Hygis bounce pass back to Lohberger. Lohberger will find Hygis again. Hygis will dish to Caleb Dolke for three. And FVL not missing a beat here to start the second half. Here's Menasha, a three from Sinyanje, too strong. Rebounded underneath. Now, you talk about Menasha and Paul Maddock, their second-year head coach. He has strong ties to the FVL program as we see another foul there. This one on Mason Lucas-Savage. Maddock is an FVL alum himself, so fitting that alumni night for Fox Valley Lutheran falls on a night where the opponent head coach is an FVL alum. Spent about 15 years or so as a coach in this program. Ran the youth organization for a lot of years for FVL and meant a lot to a lot of people in this area. You could see in the pregame, or in the JV game, I should say, prior to this game, as that one spins out no good from Mason Lucas-Savage, and FVL comes away with it. You could see prior to this game, when Paul Maddock had some time, he was being greeted by a lot of FVL fans who are in attendance tonight. A three from the corner will not fall, but gets tipped right back to Caleb Dulke, who takes it up top, dishes to Lohberger on the baseline. Lohberger finds Hygis in the middle. Hygis, a right-hand floater, too strong, but comes back to slap it away. Menasha comes away with the basketball.
Well, and a big part to remember, too, is you mentioned he's part of the alumni, and now a new division rival for those who don't know, Menasha being in the Big Conference for a while, as you mentioned earlier. FEL is now part of that. So now this is, you get a rivalry with a former alumni, which even adds a little more to this.
Paul Maddock in his first season at the helm of the program. There's a foul. Let's see who they call that one on. Did they call that on Lindell? It'll send Levi Miller to the line for Menasha. And Miller so far this season, 13 of 15 shooting the basketball. Is good on the first one there. First free throws of the game, by the way. And he's good on both ends. In Maddock's first year at the helm of Menasha, this Blue Jay team went 12-14, 7-7, finishing fourth in the Bay Conference. They lost in the regional final to La Crosse Central, 69-52. And by the way, that was the 13th consecutive season that Menasha has lost in the regional round, either the regional or regional final. A three is splashed through from Caleb Dulke. He has 2 threes this half, making it 56-25. Speaking about what these two teams did last year, I should say, FVL a season ago. That foul is going to get called on Caleb Dulke. In the first year under Tommy Stelter, this Fox team went 16-10, 12-6, finishing third in the Northeastern Conference. They lost in the regional final, 77-51. That loss was to West Salem. Sinyanje no good in his first free throw. Sinyanje now 14 of 23, shooting under 63% from the free throw line as the second one will fall. 56-26.
What Menasha needs to do is try to find a way to get into some sort of flow on offense, because right now there's just nothing going.
Underneath, that one's laid in high off the backboard from Braden Hygis. Menasha almost lost it on the offensive end, but there was a foul called on Braden Hygis, his first. Already the third team foul for Fox Valley Lutheran in this half, and I say already because they only had 2 in the first half. This one will get inbounded on the baseline by Levi Miller. Miller gets it into Cantu, and Cantu tries to put it off the backboard, no good, and a foul on Miller as he was a bit too aggressive going up to slap that rebound away.
See, I mean, passes like that right now, the Foxes are just looking so much better. This way they can see the floor of these players. But that shows the experience that helps as well.
Eli Erickson and Wyatt Schluter check in for Fox Valley Lutheran. Camden Foltz into the game for the first time tonight, playing for the Blue Jays. Jeremiah Cantu will inbound this one on the baseline. The inbound is kicked out of bounds by Gabe Hygis. And Hygis is everywhere, and he has a good build for a guard in the game of basketball. 5'9", he's a senior, and he's built really athletically. And picks up this one very quick and gets fouled as he was trying to run the other direction. That foul on Jeremiah Cantu. Now the third team foul for Menasha.
Now we're 1 point away from a running clock. So this game does get into a running clock situation. For Menasha, it's just more of, again, younger team just trying to get experience out of this. You know this is how it looks like when you play a team that is very offensively sounded, and same thing defensively. The Foxes continuing to improve. Try something else that hasn't worked yet.
Over and back is called. And Caleb Dahlke, I think he has an argument there. Says that one got tipped that way. But either way, it's Menasha basketball. 14-15 on the clock. Camden Foltz to Cantu. Cantu trying to get inside. Left-hand dribble. Now right hand. Throw-up shot off the backboard will go. Wow.
So now you have a couple of successful plays for Menasha. This is where you just try to start finding some momentum and building towards something. It may not have to be the lead of points, but just trying to show signs of life that you have someone to work on for the next few weeks.
That foul is on Gabe Hygis, his first.
You're also starting to see Menasha run more of their offense, and that's what's also leading to these extra fouls for the Foxes.
3 from the corner. Senyanje will get that one to rattle in. Pass goes out of bounds for Hygis. Now FVL not playing clean, although they have the cushion in the scoreboard to do so. Senyanje, another deep three, trying to feel the hot hand. No good.
I mean, there's a difference for this Blue Jays offense. Again, you need to run more of the offense instead of these quick shots. Develop an opening through his defense, if not draw a foul.
Jeremiah Cantu picks up his second foul. This is a Menasha team that comes into tonight averaging 13 turnovers per game.
And also a thing for the Foxes, they don't have to play as aggressively as they were in the first half because you have this cushioned lead on.
Another foul. That one on Senyanje. Menasha starting to stack up the whistles now. As are both teams, really. Both teams at 5 fouls. Cameron Hahn checks in, and Senyanje will come to the bench. Underneath Dahlke, left hand, hook shot, no good. Pass up the floor for Hahn. It's a bit too far ahead of him, and Hahn had to save it from going out of bounds. FVL takes it the other direction. It's poked away. And a pass up the floor for Cantu is good as he lays it in. Timeout on the floor from Tommy Stelter. 60-33, the FVL lead with 12:27 left to go in this game. Gives us a chance to let you know that at Goss Auto Body, they work towards making your life easy and stress-free. All your collision, body work, and towing needs. Free walk-in estimates. Goss works with all insurance companies. They have a fleet of rental vehicles and ASE-certified technicians. They service all makes and models. Guaranteed expert color matching. Written limited lifetime warranty. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Online at GossAutoBody.com. Tony Giordana, Zach Morris with you live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School. As FVL, I think with this performance, if they stay out in front and win this game going away from Menasha, I think it is a submission for FVL to be one of the dominant teams in this Bay Conference. And it's a conference right now that is led by FVL and Seymour. They share a 3-0 conference record.
And as you mentioned, these are all new matchups for FVL inside the Bay Conference, where you're not normally playing teams that you would see in the Bay Conference.
Although Seymour does look to be a dominant team as well. There's a foul again by Cantu, his third. Seymour 7-0. They're currently ranked in the WIAA. They're in action tonight at Shawano. Other action around the conference. Xavier is at Green Bay East. Green Bay West is at New London. And Winnicott plays at Lamira. Lamira ranked number 1 in their respective division. But I think what I mean by that is FVL has switched to this Bay Conference and really looked good. I mean, if they hold on here, it will put them at 4-0 in conference action. And although they're not undefeated, this is an impressive performance. They've looked really clean all night long as Gabe Hyges picks up his second foul. Tommy Stelter's done a nice job. And again, remember, as we mentioned in the pregame show, this is a team in FBL that hung around with Freedom. 60-56 was their loss at Freedom. Deep three is no good from Cantu. And Freedom is a team that is expected to go back to the state tournament. They went to the state championship game last year and lost to Milwaukee Academy of Science. And Donovan Davis, one of the dominant players in the state of Wisconsin. Deep three, no good.
I mean, if you can hang around with Freedom, that shows you how your team can play with the best.
Foul on Eli Erickson. 60-33 is the score. 11:36 as Camden Foltz will hit the line. Foltz, his first free throws of the season, coming right now. Good on the first, the freshman. So far, just 6 points to his resume in his freshman campaign. To start play tonight, now has 8 after he's good on both free throws. Gabe Hyges, Menasha with some pressure on defense. Here's a three. Eli Erickson no good there. Throwing it up the floor. Camden Foltz was wide open. No good. Paul Maddock, I think, wanted some interference there as Dulke tried to slap the basketball away. He hit the backboard and moved it a bit. $11 minutes to go in regulation.
I was trying to think which team left the Bay Conference, and then looking at the standings, West Appear.
That's right, yep. West Appear had an impressive season last year. Gabe Hyde no good on the lay-in attempt there. Dulke will get the rebound and dish it back out to Schlueter. Here's Hyges. Hyges to Dulke. Dulke, no, but a foul.
I think another part that gets overlooked in the Bay Conference is you also have Winnicott in there as well.
Yes. Current standings right now have Winnicott tied at third with Xavier. Both those teams with 6 wins overall, 2-1 in conference play. Winnicott has 2 losses. Xavier has 3. First free throw no good from Dulke. Back end will fall. Cantu bounce pass down low for Lucas Savage is tipped away by Gabe Hygis. Hygis has 22 steals this season, leads the team, or at least he does coming into tonight. No, he's added a few to his stat sheet in this game tonight. And Cameron Hahn attracts a whistle from Caleb Dolke. Seventh team foul for FVL. Hahn, no good on the first. Cameron Hahn so far this season, now 4 of 12. From the free throw line, that is under 35%. Back end, also no good. But I believe they called
lane violation.
A lane violation. I was looking for the word there, and they did call it. And they're going to say no good there. FVL. This is turning into a whistle fest now. Mason Lucas Savage picks up his third. Wyatt Schluter. Good on the first free throw.
18 fouls for both teams at this point, so in the bonus.
Schluter now a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line this season. Makes it 63-35. It's always nice coming to Fox Valley Lutheran High School to do a game. They have good concessions operations when you first get in. And they have the traditional press box slot that we broadcast from, where it's actually like a booth, and you're overlooking the court. You know, typically you go to a high school, and as a broadcast team, you grab a table somewhere, right? You grab a table and sit in the stands amongst the fans and just kind of have your own space. But here they have the press box cutouts where you can view from. They also have that at Kimberly High School.
Yeah,
but not many places have that.
Every gym is unique.
What a three there from Wyatt Schluter. They also have a nice design on the basketball court. Maybe we can get a shot of that more specifically in a timeout. Levi Miller. Good on that one. But they have like a Fox design on the floor. Different colored Fox design as Caleb Dolke lays that one in. He now has 19, making it 68-37, under 9 to go. Pass to the corner, wide open. Jeremiah Cantu for three, no. Schluter, left hand, will roll in.
Now you're seeing the pace pick up on both teams.
Schluter picks up a foul.
So there's the logo in the court. They have it on both sides, which is pretty cool to look at.
It is a 70-37 game. And yeah, we're getting in that shot of the Fox logo that is kind of, I don't want to say etched, but put into both sides of the floor. Very creative. Nicely done by Fox Valley Lutheran. Again, they have it on both sides, as you can see, towards the top of your screen. That free throw was good for Jeremiah Cantu. Back end will fall. (70-39) the score. Shazer gets it to Lohberger, and now Senyanje will slam that one in. And Braden Hygis, hold on, folks, I got to keep up here. Three that goes in and out, no good.
I was going to say, if that three went in, the scoring's really starting to pick up.
Senyanje, left-hand dribble from the right wing, tries to pass to the corner for Wilkie, and it's too far out of his grasp and out of bounds. Markel Brown will check in. No, excuse me, wrong 11. Blessings Kapande. That one, wow. Nice effort there from Miller. But eventually FVL comes away with it. And a dish to Isaiah Burleton, who dunks that one. 76-41 now the score. Senyanje for three. Good answer. (76-44) is our score with 7:25 left to go in regulation. Excitement is high this winter at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Fox Valley Lutheran's beautiful North Appleton campus is home to quality Christian education for all students, whether college-bound or interested in trades. Registration is now open for the spring semester. To find out more about Fox Valley Lutheran High School, contact them at 739-4441 or visit them on the web at fvlhs.org. Tony Giordana, Zach Morris with you live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School for the OSI video stream.
I mean, the weird part about this is how rare to see these two teams actually play each other. I mean, the fact that, yeah, they've been living nearby, not too far off, but the fact that they were this close and never really had non-conference games until now, being the conference.
Yeah, the last time these two teams met was in November of 2019 to open up that season. Fox Valley Lutheran got the win in that one, 73-56. Here's FVL on offense. Ezra Shazer is good in his basket. His first points of the game. And Senyanje is good.
Senyanje is starting to show where he can score alone for some one-on-one games. It's just trying to get that how to fit in this offense.
Burleton with the basketball. Burleton, the freshman, you can tell he might be part of this program moving forward, as Isaiah Burleton had a really good game on the JV side. I remember watching him as we were doing some of our pregame prep, Zach. Burleton had an impressive performance. He looks very athletic. He's a good shooter, and Menasha has an injury down on the floor right now in Mason Lucas Savage, gesturing towards his right leg, and hopefully he's all right. His left lower extremity. Trainer coming out onto the floor now and gives us a chance to step away or take a break, as it is 78-46. Fox Valley Lutheran leading Menasha with just about 6 minutes left to go in regulation. You're watching the OSI video stream.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Mason Lucas Savage was able to walk off under his own power. It looked like it was just a cramp as the trainer came out and tried lifting his leg. It will be Menasha basketball. But yeah, I was mentioning about Isaiah Burlton, the freshman, standing 6'3", getting some valuable minutes here as a freshman. And Zach, that can go a long way to the development of a player who you can tell will be part of the program moving forward, is getting them minutes, even though it's a one-sided game, just getting them some time at the varsity level in their freshman year.
I mean, to be able to just feel that you can do it on the varsity floor, it can change a lot for a player's confidence when they get to that level. And when the year does come, it becomes more of a starter on varsity, too. These are the moments that help build that foundation.
Right. Exactly right. Yeah, get used to hearing Isaiah Burlton's name if you're an FVL fan. Maybe not this season, but you never know. But definitely in years moving forward. This is a team with 7 seniors right now, so there will be openings moving forward. Sinyanje, another 3, too short. Miller the rebound on the right side. Dishes back to Cantu. Cantu tries to find Sinyanje in the corner. Sinyanje wasn't home. Out of bounds, and Isaiah Thompson checks into the game, as well as Carson Gauger. I wrote that name on my sheet prior, and I forgot it as I went to say it, and it wasn't in front of me. What are you going to do?
Oh, halftime hit. Sometimes you forget a name or two.
That's right. Under 5 to go. 78-48, 30-point FVL lead. Burlton tried to feed Gauger down low, and he wasn't there. Levi Miller dishing to Wilkie for 3. Wilkie not accurate on the 3. Had the power, but just a bit to the left was the shot. Sinyanje picks that one up and puts it through.
Menasha continuing to fight, even though down by a lot, even 4 minutes to go, just continuing to show that they're willing to keep playing.
Sinyanje fighting for the basketball, still showing that effort. As you mentioned, Zach, it is FVL basketball.
I believe in the pregame, the coach said he wanted Sinyanje to play at a high level tonight, and so far he has been doing that.
15 points tonight. Gets the rebound here and will run the floor for the Blue Jays and picks up a whistle as he was driving.
So the double bonus against 2 tries.
Sinyanje, 1 of 2 at the free throw line tonight. Misses the first one here. .345 left to go in regulation. Back end will fall. Nice job by Blessings Kapande, putting FVL at the 80-point mark. And now Wilkie won't get that one to fall. Spun around the rim and fell out. Pass to the corner. Burleton. Gauger. Gauger tries to take it himself. Left hand no good. Going up and grabbing that one is Kapande, who finds Burleton for 3. No. Deep 3. Sinyanje, no. Maddock just giving Sinyanje looks like free range to take some shots. Take some threes and maybe try to find something, get something to develop. Sinyanje coming into tonight shoots 47% from the floor, only 22% from long range. Here is Blessings Kapande at the line for the first time tonight. No good on the first. Kapande now 0 of 4 at the free throw line. A team that shoots 67% at the free throw line coming into tonight. That may be an area of weakness in this FVL team. First one will fall through there for Kapande on the season. FVL plays good basketball. They play good offense. They play some strong defense. Both of those qualities were on display tonight, but the one area of improvement is shooting at the line when they go there.
Yeah, every team has improvement. It's usually that free throw line that could just be the Achilles heel for so many teams.
Cantu, pass to the corner. Bit too hard for LaMarcus Hill. He's able to regain control, takes the 3, and no good. 2:15 on the clock. Isaiah Thompson, no. 40-point lead for FVL. No, excuse me, 30. Samir Sinyanje is good for 3.
He made that 1-3, but not that long one.
83-54 is the score on the OSI video stream. Again, Tony Giordana, Zach Morris with you. We will wrap things up in the post game with some stats and award a Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game. Three, no good out of the hands of Elliot Olson. LaMarcus Hill. Camden Fultz. Final minute. Pass intended for Marshall Olson is no good. FVL comes away with it. Running lay-in attempt, also no good from Isaiah Thompson. 45 seconds. Here's Camden Foltz. This one out of bounds. Substitution coming up for Menasha. Another whistle here. Final 30 seconds, just waiting to go on the clock. Down low laying that one in. As time is about to expire is Bohm. 85-54, and Menasha may just let the clock run out. That's your final score, 85-54. Foxes win big over the Menasha Blue Jays. We will wrap up when we come back and preview what's next for each of these two teams. We'll give you final stats and award a Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the OSI video stream.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
To cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that you will get a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, will save you money. So what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. Contact them today, as we always do. 85-54. The final tonight, Fox Valley Lutheran beats Menasha. And in looking back at some of these stats, we'll start with the Menasha Blue Jays. Shamir Sinyanjay led the way with 19 points. 9 points for Tayden Wilkie and Jeremiah Cantu. 8 points for Mason Lucas Savage. 7 points for Levi Miller. 2 points for Camden Foltz. He made both ends of a free throw. And then Cameron Hahn was 0 of 2 shooting at the line. Hold on, just give me a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 8 of 12 shooting at the free throw line was Menasha. For FVL, each team had 10 fouls in the second half, by the way. For FBL, the Foxes, Gabe Hygis led the way with 20 points. 19 points from Caleb Dahlke. 9 points from Wyatt Schluter. 8 points from Braden Hygis. 7 points from Blessings Kapande. 6 points from Cale Lohberger and Elliot Olson. 4 points from Sawyer Bohm. 2 points for Ezra Shazer and Isaiah Burleton. Let's see here. Where are my free throws? Somewhere on my stat sheet. 3, 4 of 1, 2. I think I got them all. 4 of 6 shooting at the free throw line was Fox Valley Lutheran. So we can award a Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game after listening to some of those stats. And before we do, we'll let you know that Fox Communities Credit Union has been helping people in our communities build stronger financial futures for 88 years. Tonight's Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game was Gabe Hygis, 20 points. And yes, he led the way scoring-wise, but he did it defensively as well. You saw him being a menace on the defensive side of the floor, putting arms inside of pass attempts, touching away basketballs from offensive Menasha players, and Gabe Hygis was just doing it all tonight. Really one of the better players that FVL brings to the floor night after night, averaging 15 points per game. Not to mention he has 22 steals on the season, and he added to both of those tallies here tonight. 20 points, and Gabe Hygis was your
portion of that first
half.
He outscored the Blue Jays.
That's right. 18 of those 20 points came in that first half, Zach, to your point.
So he is the player of the game.
Life is about balancing what you need with what you want. You need to plan for the future, but you want to focus on what's right in front of you. The Fox Rewards Suite can help find that balance with an exclusive collection of checking, savings, and money market accounts. When you bundle the Fox Rewards Suite, you'll get our best rates and can earn on average $2,000 a year in dividends and savings. So find your balance and let your money work harder. Sign up today. You know what you want. We have what you need at Fox Communities Credit Union.
The Menasha Blue Jays fall to 2-7, 2-3 in conference play. Fox Valley Lutheran 6-3, 4-0 in conference play. Menasha after tonight will host Shawano on Tuesday, host Winneconne on the 9th, host Seymour on the 13th. Menasha is heading home for 4 consecutive home games. Fox Valley Lutheran after tonight heads to Winneconne on Tuesday. They're at Seymour on the 9th and at Green Bay West on the 14th. Fox Valley Lutheran will hit the road for a couple of games after tonight. But that is what's next for each of these two teams. That will wrap up our broadcast. Before we do, we'd like to thank our sponsors and then also tell you when you can catch us next for the upcoming OSI video stream. Our next OSI video stream will take place next week, January 9th, as Kaukauna and Kimberly will face off. The Ghosts are off to a perfect 7-0 start. The Papermakers are 4-5. FVA action coming for you next Friday night. Now to thank some of our sponsors who make this happen. Obviously, the OSI video stream. OSI, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley for helping us out. Myron Construction doing a great job as always with us. Goss Auto Body. Central Temperature. Fox Valley Lutheran High School, obviously, Fox Valley Lutheran. And then Hoffman Planning, Design, and Construction. And don't forget Fox Communities Credit Union for jumping aboard with the player of the game. Your final score tonight, 85-54. Fox Valley Lutheran runs away with it over Menasha in Bay Conference action. For Zach Morris, I'm Tony Giordano signing off from Fox Valley Lutheran High School. We thank you for joining us on this OSI video.